Hello, sweet angels. Okay, so here's the deal. I have been asked by both my guides through my own personal connection, as well as my guides through a beautiful, talented, intuitive channel, to just kind of show up and share about my journey more often, kind of without filter, tell you what's going on, and so that is what I'm going to do. I think sometimes I can hold back from doing that because I'm someone probably like you who really honors the sacred and values the sacredness of your internal processes. So I've been a little bit like, wanting to keep them for myself and just wanting to keep them sacred. But I've been asked to just say like, okay, that was great. In other lifetimes, we tended the temples. We really concentrated the energy. We held it, in our, priestess collectives because that was needed. But right now it's about transmission. It's about transmitting the energy. It's about sharing. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want to share with you about my experience with my guides and angels and channeling I did for myself today, which really was around a lot of things, but especially Galactic Root Chakra Trauma. So if you're watching this now, there's a reason that you're here. Either my story that I'm about to share is going to be quite interesting for you, or potentially there's going to be a lot of synchronicity and overlay, and you may also have something similar to what I've been told I have going on, okay? So this morning, I dropped into meditation. I was doing some clearing work and loving and blessing with my ancestral lines. And one thing sort of led to another, and I dropped into this channel with myself. So this doesn't always happen. I channel for other people all the time. I give intuitive readings for clients, for friends, for everybody. I have a very clear channel in that way, but as you probably know, if you're also a healer or a channel, sometimes for yourself, it can be a little bit more tricky, just because your ego is a lot more involved and a lot more there's more attachments there. So me having a really clear channeling session for myself doesn't always happen, and it's so nice when it does. So that's what happened this morning. I was like, it just happened. I dropped into this really clear channel with my angels, with my guides, with my higher self come through. So what started to come through was, okay, so here's the deal. I have this tension in my root chakra, and literally not just in my root chakra, but my actual body. Pretty much any time I tune in, including now, there is a constriction around my root, my tailbone, all of the muscles there. It's been there for at least 3 or 4 years. It really came up after I did an ayahuasca dieta in Peru. I spent 2 weeks in the Amazon working with ayahuasca quite intensively. And after that, and when I got back to Canada, I started noticing and I think ayahuasca was really bringing it up, okay? So that's a bit of the backstory that my root has really been holding on to a lot. And in this clear channel with myself, what my guides and my angels were telling me and showing me was, okay, first, Beth, this feels big because it is. So this root chakra stuff is actually, yes, it's connected to some collective stuff. Yes, there's some ancestral stuff in there, but really the depth of it is galactic. And what I mean by that is the trauma and the feelings in my root of unsafety, of instability, are actually more connected to things that have happened off planet, off the earth, in my different lifetimes. And I was having sort of a vision of myself sort of in space, in the stars, and I could see that I wasn't given the exact scenario of what I've gone through, but I know many of you watching have gone through something similar, because we have to understand that there's also galactic wars that have been happening and are happening. I don't really like to think about it like that, because I just like to think of the stars as a really happy place and Earth is the only fucked up place. And when we go back to the stars, it's all going to be good. But actually, if you have learned, tuned in to learning about the different star nations, the Lyrans, the Draconians, and the beings from Draco, and the Syrians and the Pleiadians, and you might have learned that there's been some major galactic trauma, galactic wars of different star nations or different beings coming from outside of this universe, coming in, heading to Lyra, heading to these different places, seeing resources, seeing an opportunity, and coming in. And in this way, planets have been destroyed. Living in Om says yes, interdimensional abuse. Yeah. So planets have been destroyed, civilizations have been destroyed. So it's not just on Earth that this stuff has been happening. And so I was being shown, this is galactic, what's been transpiring and what's been going on with you. And so, okay, first, let's just pause there because it's really valuable information, because they were also sharing with me, you've been just working root chakra at an earth level, breathing it into the earth, asking the earth for help to help release this. But it needs to be at a higher level. And so they, specifically for me, they told me of a group of beings who would support me, that I could work with for exactly what was going on with me. So what they then shared with me is actually my Earth Star Chakra needs to be activated. My Earth Star Chakra needs to be open. So for those of you who don't know about your Earth Star Chakra is below your feet. Yes, we have 7 major chakras, but we have way more chakras. There's a 12 chakra system, there's a 13 chakra system, there's like 144 chakra system. There are actually many chakras. I personally feel like the Earth Star Chakra is really, really important, and I'm still a bit surprised that it hasn't really come into the consciousness of the spiritual community in a big way. The Earth Star Chakra, this is what they told me, is that the Earth Star Chakra takes in this energy. So if you know about your toroidal field, right, you have like this, like your energy field, there's a central channel, your energy comes from above, down and up. And then it also comes from down and up like this. So it creates your toroidal field, okay? So the Earth Star Chakra allows energy to come from Gaia. By the way, the center of Gaia is a portal. The center of Gaia, the core crystal of Gaia, is a portal and can bring in off-world energies, anything that you need. It is an interdimensional energy realm portal, and she can bring you anything that you need, okay? So, well, not quite like anything, but mostly a lot of what you need. So, hi, love. So as the Earth Star Chakra is open, okay, this is what they're explaining to me. As the Earth Star Chakra is open below your feet, you receive that powerful energy from Gaia. She might be bringing you very Gaia energies. She might be bringing you galactic energies. There's a lot that can come through from below your feet and the earth. And then your Earth Star Chakra will actually help modulate the energy. This is what they were showing me. So if your Earth Star Chakra isn't open and isn't functioning and isn't activated, then it's a little bit like electricity trying to come into your root chakra, but there's no modulation. The root chakra almost doesn't know how to receive it. This is what I was being shown. It's almost like live electricity, but if you don't have the wires, and if you don't have the plug-in, and if you don't have the actual proper tools to funnel the electricity, then you're just going to have this live electricity going like this instead of a light bulb turning on, right? Because the tools, the wires, the different light bulb or whatever, that modulates the energy, that brings it into the right energy in the right way at the right time to all move through. So the Earth Star Chakra modulates the energy so the root chakra can actually receive it. So they were showing me what's so important, and I wanted to share this with you too, because I'm sure there's so many of you who have something similar going on if you just tune in. So what they were showing me is, in order for my root chakra to really receive that healing, one of the absolute keys is for me to be activating my Earth Star Chakra, because that's going to allow the energy to be powerful enough. They're showing me I have so much light coming in. I have so much power coming in from the higher chakras, even solar, navel. But when it comes to the root, that's where that galactic root trauma is so strong that it's getting stuck. And it's making me feel ungrounded, unsettled, unsafe. And so the key is for the Earth Star Chakra to come, so the energy can also come from below. And that's going to bring the power, the full power, to allow that root chakra to receive the healing that it needs to receive, okay? So Whole Woman says, makes sense. Lex Lyric says, come on, integrations for sure resonates. Beautiful. Okay, so now the question is like, okay, well then, like, how do we activate and open our Earth Star chakras? Because no matter what you've got going on, based on what I've seen and what I've been getting, the Earth Star chakra is so important for all of us. And I'll give you a couple pieces that have come to me. I'll give you 2 pieces that I'm working with right now that have come to me. Okay, so first off, if you've caught my video about the white whales, and if not, I'll tell you, but if you've seen it, then you'll know what I'm about to say. So I was working with the white whales recently, and they brought in this diamond light activation. So this is a little bit more specific, what I'm going to share with you with the whales. And then the next process to open up the Earth Star chakra is a little bit more for everybody. It's going to be working with a crystal. They're both very starseedy, but we'll just, you probably like that because you're here. So the white whales recently brought this diamond light activation down, and they brought it into my Earth Star chakra. This was recently, and ever since then, when I start grounding and when I have strong energetic processes, my feet go like this, like they spaz. It's really, really interesting. So what my guides told me today is that when the whales brought in this diamond activation through my central channel and they brought it into the Earth Star, this activates the Earth Star so that it is ready and available and open to receive the healings and the intentions and the energy that is coming through, okay? Earth Essence Mama, yeah, amazing. Connect with this energy through connecting to mycelium. Mycelium is like probably maybe the Earth Star Chakra poster child because it's underneath the trees and it's got that got that galactic earth energy of like those, I almost see it like lighting up, even though it's so earthy. I almost see it lighting up like stars and having that, beautiful connection. Yeah, so thanks for sharing that. So the white whales, we are going to be working with this activation in Dolphin consciousness, okay? So one of these processes that I'm sharing with you with the Earth Star Chakra, we're going to be doing this in Dolphin consciousness because the white whales, who are very, very high seraphim angelic beings, angelic seraphim consciousness, who are starting to incarnate on this planet, have guided me that in Dolphin consciousness, which is a 4-month course, a 4-month journey, we start soon on October 25th. We are going to be working through that 4 months because in order to receive that Earth Star activation, you're going to need to prepare your body with diamond light frequency. And once your body is prepared enough with diamond light frequency, the white whales will be able to drop that Earth Star activation, and this is going to really help you to open up your Earth Star even more. It's almost, they were sharing with me, it's almost like it prepares it for everything else that's to come, okay? So that's one thing. If you resonate with my work, if you want to learn with dolphins and whales, you can join that. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment, but before that, I want to finish this Earth Star chakra discussion. Oh, interesting. Whole Woman says, my feet are going like that too since middle of this live. Oh my God, baby, I love that. So the other thing, okay, and this is for everybody. So, previously, like, you need to join Dolphin consciousness to allow me to help you facilitate this initiation activation with the white whales. The other thing that my guides told me was to actually go on the earth and bury a crystal underneath where I'm going to sit, and a pointed crystal. Ideally, they told me pointed crystal, but you check in because this might be different for you, okay? They told me Okay, so you got to check in. They told me to have work with a crystal that felt quite galactic. And I was looking as I was channeling, I was over there where I have my crystals on the windowsill, and I was looking at this apophyllite crystal that I just bought, and it's tiny, but it's got a point, and it felt, they're like that one, like it's very galactic. Because, again, I'm working with Galactic Root Chakra Trauma, so I kind of want something in that resonance. So they were saying, go just like bring a spoon out into the earth, find somewhere where the earth is not too packed, spoon it out, dig it out a little bit, and if you're on the beach, sand, we love that, put that crystal in and set the intention that this is going to bring up the energy from the earth and the energy that is needed, asking it to pull in any energy of the highest light, and make your own prayer, whatever resonates, that's going to open up the Earth Star Chakra, activate the Earth Star Chakra, and then bring in the energies that are needed into the whole body system in the toroidal field. Okay? So you bury that with your intention, and then you sit on it, and then you meditate over it. So you're just going to bring up that energy and see it circulating in your toroidal field. If that feels good, when you're doing this, you might get different guidance because we're all different. But what I would do, because this just came in this morning, is bring it up, toroidal field out, maybe go also like this with the toroidal field because it goes both ways, and then just connect with the Earth Star, just setting the intention. Thank you, Earth Star Chakra, for opening. Thank you, Earth Star Chakra, for activating, and just feeling the body, feeling it open, okay? And as I'm doing this, I can actually feel that diamond white whale activation in my root chakra, or in my Earth Star Chakra, doing things. So that is quite interesting, okay? So that's like a little bit about that. There's a little bit about my channel this morning. Also, by the way, I do one-on-one sessions. So if you are interested in receiving a channeling from me, a reading from me, I do one-on-one sessions. You can just head to my website, link in my bio, if you're watching this on Instagram, and consider booking a one-on-one session with me. So let's talk about dolphin consciousness, because I'm excited about this, and I'd love to share with you about the different whale and dolphin beings that we will be working with. So whether you join or whether you don't join, but you want to listen because it's just so interesting for you, I think this could be fun for you to tune into. So dolphin consciousness is a 4-month journey. They've told me, the whale and dolphin beings that I work with told me, that this is for the ocean guardians, the water keepers. There are those of us on this planet, maybe you're one of them, that are very connected to water. And most water keepers and ocean guardians right now are asleep to their water essence. They might be very spiritual, they might be meditating, they might be working with angels, but this is a specific frequency that has been sort of shut down in a lot of ways due to the trauma, in part, of what happened in Atlantis and Lemuria, and what has happened to our oceans. So we're seeing whales and dolphins slaughtered. We're seeing pollution in the oceans. And then we have pollution in our water as well. So there's so many factors that can lead a water being, a water keeper, an ocean guardian, an incarnated whale and dolphin, an incarnated water fae, to sort of shut down that part of themselves and still be spiritual and still be open, but not necessarily get how important this is. Like, it's them, it's a part of them, it's a part of us. And when I started remembering this for myself, it was like, it's continuing. It's a continuing homecoming. So that's who this journey is for. And, if you resonate with that, that's you, right? And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working with first the humpback whales. So I'll probably do some IG lives just about like the humpback whales, but the humpback whales are keepers of the violet flame. They're really powerful mentors with expansion. They help to bring our energy field in a major way into the energy of expansion, and violet flame everything that's been constricted and contracted in the field. They're also very powerful keepers of the Akashic records, and they hold the song lines. They're the song line weavers, as with basically all whales and dolphins. But humpback whales are very, very, there's a reason why they're so well known. They hold a major role in connecting with humanity. So Lex Lyrics says, I have been feeling a lot of grief in relationship to the water and alchemizing this. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. I witness you in that. So yeah, we'll be working with the humpback whales. They're so powerful. Many of you listening actually have humpback whale guides or a guide that you work with multidimensionally, but consciously you have yet to connect with in this life. So keep that in mind, because humpback whales are amazing and amazing mentors, because we're working with them multidimensionally. Then in dolphin consciousness, we will be also working with, of course, the dolphins. The dolphins activate crystalline DNA. The dolphins activate crystalline consciousness. If you can tune into my energy field, I'm going to toot my own horn for a second, you can feel that there's a lot of crystalline light in my energy field. One of the reasons is because I'm so connected to the dolphins that I'm receiving these activations and these water crystalline activations, and it continues to allow my crystalline light body to activate. Can I activate it a lot more? Yes. But, that's one of the reasons why, I do hold that crystalline light. Earth Essence Mama says, you sharing allowed me to give permission to listen and believe. Yay! In my whale and dolphin connection. That's why I'm doing this. They've been coming for a year, and now I finally can take in. They have so much more to give, songlines. Yeah, and if you want to join Dolphin Consciousness, that is for you will not question your connection to whales and dolphins anymore. So, you can learn more in the link in my bio, or you can, just receive the free information that I'm happy to share as well. But dolphin consciousness is a really, really deep dive. It's probably, I don't think there's anything available like this out there right now. Like, this is we're just starting now as humanity to consciously be ready for this, and only some of us. So the dolphins very much activate the crystalline DNA. They hold the codes of joy, and so much more. They're connected to Sirius, the Pleiades, and they're just so much fun. I swam with the dolphins, wild dolphins in Mozambique for 7 weeks recently, really being with them in person, getting these activations in part so I can share them with you. And they serve the Divine Mother, as do whales, okay? These beings are very connected to the Divine Mother, and this is why we feel the ocean as mother. There's a reason for that. I want to tell you so much more, but I don't want to keep this too long. Whole Woman says, I wanted to be a dolphin since childhood. When I was asked what animal I would be, well, you're probably an incarnated dolphin in that case. And this dolphin consciousness is going to help us to remember that. We need to remember, because this is important, because the whales and the dolphins want to work with us, because we help to transmit their songs through our hearts. I'm going to make a separate video on that later. I just have so much to say. We're also going to be working with the orcas. The orcas connect us to the womb of the Divine Mother. They connect us to sacred sexuality, and they connect us to the void. And they reorient ourselves so we can actually understand what true darkness is, sacred darkness, womb, and they get us reoriented with what's actually happening, because we've been fed lies as to what darkness is. Darkness is sacred. Shadow and distortion and inversion is shadow and distortion and inversion. They're not the same thing. This is important that we wake up to this. And we'll also be working with the white whales, these beautiful seraphim beings, very, very high frequency. We're going to be working a little bit with the pink dolphins, who actually do exist on this planet, who are very, so much heart energy with the pink dolphins. Tally Jade says, full body chills. I feel so connected to orcas. Yeah, orcas. I just love orcas so much. So that's dolphin consciousness, and this is the second round of it. The first round, when I was preparing it, one thing that happened to me when I was getting ready to launch this journey is I was out surfing, and a gray whale came right, literally 5 meters away from me, and came right up, and way more has happened. the dolphins and whales are really with us. They know about this. They're here with us. They're calling you. So if this journey resonates, I'd be so happy to have you in it. It's a journey for people with eyes to see and ears to hear, because a lot of people still don't understand this. But these beings are incredible, and we have the opportunity to work in partnership with them. And as we do, the ascension for humanity will be so much easier. Nord says, yes, amazing. Yeah, so I'm so excited about it. October 25th, Dolphin Consciousness. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always send me a message. And I hope, if you caught this from the beginning, if not, feel free to watch the replay. It will be on YouTube later on. That this discussion about Galactic Root Chakra Trauma, the Earth Star Chakra, the white whales coming in to support us, and then just like my love of dolphins and whales that I want to share forever, has supported you today. My intention is that this has served you today, this has blessed you in some way today, and may you know how beautiful, how sacred, how special you are, your soul is, and thank you so much for being on this planet here with me. I know it's not very easy, but you are doing incredible. So I want you to take a moment after I finish this video to just honor, I'm doing incredible. Whether I feel like that, or I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm such a hot mess, just take a moment to honor yourself after we finish. So thank you, and Dolphin Consciousness starts October 25th. Ciao!